beach today.
I'm 100% sure you're gonna be better
off the screen or what?
They're not on the screen. I'm on the screen. What's happening, guys? Here we go. We're back for a second quarantine quiz. I don't know how we didn't get shut down after the first one, but we are back. I'm on my second shirt, which is all the shirts I've got. But I better drag him in because this is special. What's happening, Chris?
How's it going, Shorty boy? You right, mate?
I was until I seen that. Wow.
Listen, basically there is a story behind it. My missus bought me this shirt for holiday, and obviously now we're in lockdown and none of the flights are going ahead and stuff. I thought I can't get a decent shirt like this, mate, and let it go to waste, you know. So, and also your shirt that you wore last week was really bad, so I thought, you know, I can get away with this if you wore that one last week, you know.
Is the decent shirt on its way still, or is that there? Is that it? Are we there?
Oh, give over.
Right, tell the people what's changed then from last week, because obviously we had some kids that were crying because it was too late and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, obviously we took some feedback on board. Obviously me, you and Liam kind of caught up afterwards and it went on a little bit too long. So we decided to cut the format down and make it a little bit shorter. We're still going with 4 rounds. The first round will be general knowledge / Olympics. Second round will be a video, what happens next round. The third round will be World Cups. And the fourth round and final round will be World Champs. And what we decided to do is make the first question of each round fairly easy and then kind of try and make it harder at the end, like as the round goes on. Yeah. So, yeah, no, looking forward to it. Obviously, just before we get started, just want to say everyone at home, staying safe, hope everyone's well. I've got a bit of a headache, Shaun. Did you celebrate VE Day yesterday? I had a few shirts.
I'm still celebrating now, so we're going for it.
Good stuff.
What I want to say as well is while we're talking about things that were going on, this week we've got the link for Kai's fundraiser in the actual live videos that you can see. You can put some money in towards that, as again, everyone's struggling at the minute, and just put a little bit in or as much as you want, really. So click the link, and last time we checked it was on about 18,000. So who knows whether that was from numerous people. I know there's a lot of challenges going on, but let's try and get that up as much as we can as we go forth. Right, let's get the man in, the defending champ, Chris.
Yes, so I'm not going to introduce him again. Come on, chuck him on. LP, how you doing, Liam? You all right?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, you don't look like a blue Smurf today because we had Wi-Fi problems last week, didn't we? It was just a blue S, like, oh, look, Liam Phillips.
Mate, don't speak too soon.
This technology nowadays. Just before we get started and then introduce our guest, Liam, obviously, we've been speaking quite a lot over the last week or so, me, you and Shaun, about what we've been doing during quarantine and all that stuff. You just want to tell the fans and the viewers how your little run went the other day?
Not particularly.
No, come on.
Okay, so I think it doesn't. Well, maybe it's a surprise to some, but I don't do any exercise since I stopped racing. I don't do anything. And during this quarantine period, I decided now is as good a time as ever to get things going again. And I decided to try running. It was my third run since leaving school, and decided to. Well, basically, I thought I was Mo Farah for a little bit. Absolutely hit a wall, and then decided to jump in the lake to cool off. And I stood on a smashed bottle and sliced the bottom of my foot open, and I ended up going to hospital for stitches. So, moral of the story: don't bother doing any exercise and don't run.
To be fair, I think you're quite happy about it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's not bad. No, it's and also I thought when I was in the hospital, I thought to myself, I thought my days of lying here looking at the ceiling in a hospital were over. But yeah, it's not great, is it? No. It was probably more, obviously not more painful, but a lot more of a pain in the backside than some of the other injuries, because it's literally right on the ball of my foot, so I can't walk.
Without sounding too bad, mate, but me and Shaun had a really good laugh at it. We thought it was highly funny. Well done, mate. Right, let's move on. Obviously, everyone knows this week we haven't kept it a surprise. I'm not going to give them a massive intro and tell you all of their titles and accolades, because otherwise we'll be here all night with Laura. So we've got the Smulders and we've got the Christensens. How you doing, guys? You all good?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Good.
All good.
All good.
Really good.
Good stuff.
Hey, Chris, maybe it's a good idea to to explain why we thought it was a good idea to have the siblings on.
Go on, you go for it, mate. You go for it.
So obviously, I think everybody has been, certainly we've been quite vocal about supporting Kai and the Skakibaras being probably two of the most prominent siblings in the sport. So we thought, who else can we get involved? And then there's a few other siblings that have had quite a bit of success over the years, and we thought, why don't we bring them in and try and use it again as a way of sort of highlighting Kai's needs and try and get as many people as we can to donate as much or as little as possible to his fund. So and we'll also see. I know that Chris has been out of the game for a while, but by all accounts, I don't know, but Merel's not got great BMX knowledge either. So maybe the team's a level pegging already.
Burn.
Don't hang about, mate. He's going straight in for the kill. Merel, I hope you're going to prove him wrong.
Hopefully.
If I can ask you to mute your computer. Also, Laura and Merel, just while we do the questions of round one, we'll probably keep you on the screen and drag you in and out, actually. So just leave it there. Are we ready, yeah? Feeling confident? No.
Yes.
No, you're like, yeah. Okay, so round one is general knowledge and Olympics, okay? Round one is general knowledge and Olympics, and we're going to jump straight on. So question number one. What is Nick Kimmon's career number? Nice and easy one for you to get you started. Sean, just a quick question.
Do you have to sing it?
Say again?
Do you have to sing it?
Yeah. No, we don't want to scare people off. So what is Nick Kimmon's career number?
I guess Merel knows this one. Yeah. I do.
Sean, just a quick question, mate, before we move on to question two. Am I meant to be able to see everyone in the screen, or am I meant to be able to see your screen?
No, you're on yours. You keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you probably got some photo of us to put up in a minute or something. I had so many people message me about that last week, that haircut.
Do you know what? I took it off, so you got away with it.
Good stuff. Question number two. Which two athletes, male and female, recorded the fastest seeding run time in the 2012 Olympic Games? Yeah, it's not an easy second question, is it, to be fair?
Wait, what? Again?
So, basically, the 2012 Olympics,
Yeah.
who set the fastest seeding run time in male and female?
Dus in de wedstrijd. Of in de time trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't shout out the answer.
No.
It might be wrong, so you shout them out.
Do you need any more time? So which two athletes, male and female, recorded the fastest seeding time in the 2012 Olympics?
Do we get 1 point for each of that?
Yeah, you can have 1 point for each. Why, you're not feeling confident on both, Liam?
No, I'm confident on one, but not on the other.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah, I think.
Go on, Merel and Laura, what's going on over there? You're whispering over there. Can't hear you.
Feels like, so who won the time trial?
Merel, this is like a school lesson.
There.
Like
I was there.
She was
I
watching.
can remember the men's, but I just can't remember the women's.
That's the same as me, man.
I thought it'd be
I think the men's was well documented because they talked about it like after every lap, didn't they?
Merel, I thought you would have known it the other way round. You normally know the class you ride in more than.
I know.
Anyway, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on. Question number 3. It's just a simple 50-50, this one.
Oh, my odds.
Yeah, you got 50% chance on this one. Stephanie Hernandez took a bronze medal in the 2016 Games for Venezuela. Was that the only bronze medal that Venezuela got at the Games?
That's a very hard question.
Yeah, but a good one.
But
You not listen to Coffee Chatter?
Shaun, just quickly, a couple of people said in the comments that they've lost sound.
That's been sorted.
Is it back, yeah?
Yeah, you're about 10 minutes behind, Chris.
Yeah, I've just got it here on the phone just in case, you know. So, yeah, basically, Stephanie Hernandez took a bronze medal in the 2016 Games for Venezuela. Was that the only bronze medal that Venezuela got at the Games? The next question is question number 4, and this one's for the Danish fans. So, Chris, if you don't get this one, mate, you're never coming back on the show, right? What was Morten Furkelsen's career number?
Oh, mate.
Oh,
they're happy. They know it.
I know what color shoes he run every
Yeah.
Why would you know that?
Everyone knows that.
Hey, that guy looked like a multicolored sock shop. It was like yellow shoes, red bike, blue helmet, green gloves, orange goggles.
It's like he'd been in my wardrobe.
Yeah.
He looked like your shirt, Chris, actually.
That's why I put it on. I thought, I'm representing tonight. So what was Morten Furkelsen's career number?
Can I just ask for the non-Danish folk? Are you allowed to tell us if it was a 2-digit number or 3-digit number?
Yeah, I can tell you that. Give me 10 minutes when I give you the answers, and you can have that, mate. No problem. Sorry. I don't think so. You Liam, you clearly don't know. You don't know.
I don't have a clue, mate.
Random number. I'm just gonna go with it, and we'll see what it will be.
No, I don't know the third. I don't know the something. I don't know one letter.
Oh,
number.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay. We're definitely coming close here. Not really.
No.
We'll see.
It's fake. It's like fake.
Very
in my head.
fake.
Merel, can you come on the show every week? You make me feel better about my knowledge.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to move on. And this is the final question of the round. So it's quite a big one. So I'll give you a good 5 minutes on this one. Name the riders in the 2016 Olympic male final. Extra point if you get it in order. All 8.
That's your kind of question, Liam.
2 or 3 times.
Liam, to be fair, mate, you struggled last week in round 1. You don't worry, you've got the legs, mate. You'll just
He
keep that
peaks.
stamina up. You'll come through.
That's right.
I had people messaging me after round 1 saying, I thought Liam Phillips knew his stuff. And I was like, oh, mate.
It's like Quillen. Quillen came on. He gave it the big one, didn't he? And then what did he score?
I don't know. What did he score?
I think it's 60-something.
Yeah.
Okay, so question...
Hold on.
The last one of the round. No, I'm just repeating it.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Name the riders in the 2016 Olympic male final. 8 points. Extra point if you get them in the correct order. I can see Simone and Chris are having a good old chat here. I think they're disagreeing. Are you two having a disagreement there? Because Simone don't look happy and Chris is like pointing at the pad like...
We're good here, kind of.
You think you've got all 8, yeah?
We're missing one, so it's taking a bit of time.
Yes, same.
You missed out on the bonus point.
Because he went
I'm missing 2, so...
straight away. My brother went.
I went
Yeah.
straight, Mary.
Chris said Maris, Shaun.
No.
I have to deal with here.
Yeah, I suck.
He almost made the final.
He went out in the quarters, didn't he?
Come on, Liam. What are you thinking, mate? You got 2 missing. What are you thinking?
Nah, I've got 1 missing now.
Celebrate. He's celebrating.
I've got the first 5 in order, I think. It's just the last 3. I think.
I'll give you a clue. I'll give you
Go
all
on.
a little clue. There was one person in the race that did not finish. We got a DNF. One person in the final got a DNF.
Chris, you almost sound like you know what you're talking about then. Only because you got the answers in front of you, isn't
I
it?
had to Google it before we come online. DNF.
What a DNF, man.
It did not fall off.
Yeah. About right. We didn't get many of them, did we?
Hey, we hebben er al 2. Oh, ja.
I've got the 8. I just need to put them in order.
Ik kan hem niet in de finale even staan. Maar dat weet ik dus daarom niet. Hij ging heel hard. Zit er niet een of andere random gast nog bij? Die het zelf weten. Ja, ik heb zo'n dek.
Okay, I'm gonna put a stopwatch on. You've got 90 seconds now.
I'm done.
You're
He's
done.
confident. That was confident.
Okay.
It's just those last 3, get them all in order.
I tell you what it was, is you started drinking too late last week.
Yeah, I'm going to go and get a beer, actually.
Celebrate that answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Girls, how are you getting on? Laura, are you and Merel, you guys, you doing all right?
We think we get it. I'm fairly confident about the 7 of the riders in the final. I'm not really confident about the 8. And then the order of the last 3, I'm not sure.
Do you remember who got the DNF? Don't say it out loud, but you don't.
No. No idea.
No, I'm sorry, I'm rubbing it in. I'm not going to tell you, but you knew who it was. It was a bit of a rubbish clue, yeah?
Yeah.
Some help.
Liam,
At least.
don't give him no help, mate. There's no prizes for second in this quiz, mate.
No, but I might be wrong. Could be bluffing, couldn't I?
Yeah, bluffing. Right, we're going to go with the answers, okay?
Yep.
So
I think he likes a coffee, Laura.
Coffee. That's still not fucking help. They all love coffee, don't they?
Yeah, maybe a bit more than everybody else.
I like that. That's a good clue, that.
But then it still could be true.
there you go. The timer's up.
I might be wrong, though, to be fair.
You happy? Do you need more time, or we move on? We'll move on, yeah?
Yep.
So, question 1. We'll go to Merel. I think you might know this one. What is Nick Kimmon's career number?
313. I'm not gonna sing it.
Can you give us the rap? Like,
No, I cannot.
okay, cool.
Libra. No. We'll leave the rapping to Nick himself. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that. Next time he comes on, I can't believe we didn't even get him for that, Liam and Shaun last week.
I'm
I know, especially after he had a beer.
absolutely devastated that we didn't do that.
You should have got it on. That would have been brilliant. Okay, question number 2. This one's coming at you, Liam. Which 2 athletes, male and female, recorded the fastest seeding run time in the 2012 games?
Okay, so Raymond for the men.
Correct.
Van der Beesen. And then I guessed Mariana. But
No,
I think I might be
That's
wrong.
wrong. Yeah, that one's wrong. Laura and Merel?
Caroline Buchanan.
Yeah. Correct.
Ooh.
And did you get Raymond as well? Obviously, you got Raymond, yeah?
Yeah, I did get him. Yep.
Cool. What about, did I don't know if Chris and Simone, they're not looking too happy over there. Did you get that wrong?
Yeah.
Both wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, moving on to the next one. Look, on the bright side, this one's a 50-50, so you've got 50% chance with this one. Stephanie Hernandez took a bronze medal in the 2016 Games for Venezuela. Was that the only bronze medal Venezuela got at the Games? Leah, we're going to go to Laura.
Yes.
Was the only bronze. Yeah, you're correct. Correct.
And then they won a gold too, right?
They won a gold, yeah. They won a gold, 2 silvers, and a bronze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they only won 2 medals.
Oh, they might have just made that up. Sounds. Listen, you don't even want to know about when I was preparing the quiz in the week. Question the completely wrong Dutch rider for the leading the seeding run. And when I double checked my answers yesterday, I was like, Jesus, lucky I double checked them. I'd have looked like a right tit. Right, moving on. Next one. So we're going to you, Liam, for this one, mate. What was Morten Ferkelsen's career number? The Danish fans at home are screaming at the computer.
Get points.
I literally have zero idea, but I just guessed 60. But I have no idea.
No, you're well off. No, unfortunately.
He's a 3-digit guy, isn't he?
He's a 3-digit guy, yeah.
That's a statement.
Merel, you know this one?
Well, I thought I already thought it 3-digit, but I don't know why. But something with a 5 and a 1. I don't know the order or anything. No. Then I
Merel, what number did you put on the paper?
51, and then a question mark.
Brilliant. Okay, we're going to throw it over to our Danish duo.
102?
102. Yeah.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Well, we get one number, right?
Digit, right? Do we get a point for the 1?
No, sorry. I can't give you that. Especially when you put a question mark. I mean, that's not even a digit. What the hell is that about?
Clutching at straws here.
Can I ask how many points for the questions? For all the questions?
So 1 point for the question 1, 2 points for question 2, 1 point for question 3, 1 point for question 4, and then this last question is 9 points. So the whole round is out of 14.
Yeah.
So the next question was, name the riders in the 2016 Olympic male final. An extra point if you get the correct order. So you get 9 points if you get the 8 riders, and all in order. So this one we'll go with Liam.
Okay. So Connor.
Yep.
Yella.
Yep.
Carlos.
Yep.
Nick.
Yep.
Tori Nyhog.
Yep.
Sam Willoughby.
Yep.
Neek 313.
Yep.
And my man Dino.
Yes. Yeah.
That is wrong.
No.
9 points. He's smashed that.
Mate, no wonder he went for a beer.
I'm sorry to do this to you, Smulders, but can you two give us your answers in order? Let me hear. What did you have?
I only changed Nick and Sam the other way around. So I had Nick on 6 and Sam on 7, but I did have Anthony on 8.
So how many points? How many did you get? So you got the first 5?
I got the names, and then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8 right. But then,
so you get a point for each name, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect. What about?
I got all the right names, right? So that's 8 points, and if it was in correct order, then it was 9.
You didn't put any question marks, Merel, no? Because you don't get points.
No, I did not do it.
Okay, cool. We'll let you off. Good stuff. Simone and Chris, how did you get on with that one? Did you get that right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We did everything right.
We basically just watched the final today. So.
Oh, they've been revising.
Nice.
Nice.
There we go. Good stuff. Okay, so if you can tally up your point scores out of 14 for round number 1.
Elise has just commented saying she's not happy. She wants to see everyone's answers on the screen because they think that there's some cheating going on.
I mean, Elise, if you've been listening to Merel, I don't think she's cheating.
I think he needs to cheat.
Yeah.
I did have Sam and Tori round the wrong way.
Did the DNF help, Liam? Did you know that Anthony got a DNF?
Nah, I didn't actually.
Didn't know that. Is someone in your window behind you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so tallied up. Liam, what did you get, mate, out of 14?
12.
Solid start there. Solid start. 12 for Liam. Laura, Merel, what did you get?
12.
12. I reckon we could have a Danish leaders at this one. No, they're shaking their heads.
We got 12-2, yeah.
12-2, wow.
Okay.
We're all even Stevens after round number 1. So round number 2, I'm going to fling you over to Shaun and we're going to do a video round. Basically, Liam, I will join your team for this round and just keep an eye on your WhatsApp because obviously we can't talk because we're not in the same room. So I'll drop you a little WhatsApp because I think, well, I'm probably useless to you anyway, mate. So it's not really much help. But there we go. Over to you, Shaun. Round 2, video round.
Right, okay, here we go then. Round 2. Some of what happens next, like we did last week. I want to first of all thank bmxvideos.com for giving me some of these videos. The Kimmons, after they came on last week, they said, look, you need some better footage. So they sent some over. But the first one isn't one of those. It is from Cheddar, TJ Baldwin, the guy out in front. Here we go.
Racing properly without a long time. Well, there he goes. TJ.
Yeah, I've sent it to you, Chris. Remember, we talked about this. I've sent it to you. So, just to make it a little bit easier this week as well, because they were a bit vague last week, we've given you a multiple choice answer. So, what happens next to the guy that's leading? Does he A, whip full side on, land it like that and crash? Does he B, pull a toboggan for the fans? C, 50-50 and snap his bike in half? Or does he D, land sketchy and then just takes off over the berm?
Liam, do you know this one, Liam?
Yeah.
You got it, yeah?
His dad was there.
Yeah. Liam, can you see the videos on your screen or are you just watching them on your phone?
No, Shaun already sent them to me on
He's organised, Chris.
No, but we're not going to get to see the actual video. What happens? That's why. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we will. You will. Don't worry, I've thought it all through.
Good luck.
Yeah, we all happy with that?
He's absolutely, he's completely undermining your technical ability.
You know what?
Oh, get out of town.
When someone rocks in with a shirt like that, I just can't take anyone seriously.
Liam, come on, mate. You jump in late and like get stitches in your foot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right, question 2 then. Here we go. We're going to 2016 Rio Olympics. Nick Long and Jelle van Gorkum have just finished a lap. And then following on from that, what happens next between Nick Long and Jelle van Gorkum? Does he A, Nick is left hanging by Jelle? Does B, Nick gets livid and throws his water bottle down? C, they swap jerseys? Or D, Nick squirts water on Jelle? You're liking these responses, aren't you, Chris?
Yeah, they're good, mate. They're good. I like them. Liam, have you got that? Do you know that one?
I've not actually seen it, but I've heard about it. So I think I know the answer. But
WhatsApp me quickly.
Well, you're going to give him nothing, Chris, are you? Let's be honest.
No, I've watched all of these videos when I've been doing the quiz.
Fair dues. Right, okay, question 3 coming at you then. We are going to do an observation round on this. This is not what happens next. So I want you to watch the whole lap. 2016 Verona Elite Men Final. This was my stag do, Chris. Remember that?
Yeah, mate, that was a hot weekend as well. And I just sat in the stands drinking beer all weekend. It was great. And I went home pink.
Well, it was a stag do. That's what you meant to do.
Was it like 38 degrees or something?
Yeah, in the 40s.
Yeah, 40s. I thought it was, yeah.
Here you go then. So question 3. Check it out. Make sure you're observing everything.
Every goal, Raymond van der Bees inside, in the middle, Raymond van der Bees in the middle, 1-2-1 maybe, 1-2-1, Raymond van der Bees, 1-2-1 maybe, and the last runs for Raymond van der Bees, ladies and gentlemen, Raymond van der Bees, the last competition for the Red for the Netherlands, and the rules are there, and come back, Raymond van der Bees in 40 minutes.
Don't worry, the question isn't who won it. What I want to know is how many times does the commentator say Raymond van der Beesen?
Oh, man.
There is no multiple choice on this one.
Hey, I was watching Sylvan the whole way. He put his foot down in the first turn, bar hump. I was thinking, it's got to be something about him.
Watching. I didn't have my sound on.
You got to take a wild guess. Don't put 51. It wasn't 51.
That's a wild
I'm
guess.
just going to re-commentate it in my head because he just spoke about him the whole time. So yeah, Liam, I'm gonna. I think we could. I don't know. It's difficult to get the exact amount. Can we just confirm? Is it just Raymond or Raymond van der Biezen? Do you want the whole lot? Because he says Raymond.
No, it's Raymond van der Biezen every single time. I've watched it thousands of times just to make sure I get this one right.
Liam, I've sent you what I think roughly.
Yeah, I sent you too.
Did you send the same number?
What?
He says it 5 times. Sorry, he says it 5 times on the first straight. Raymond van der Biezen, Raymond van der Biezen in the middle, Raymond van der Biezen. He does.
Okay. Are we happy with that? We locked in?
Liam, I would go somewhere in between mine and yours then.
Chris,
Okay.
can't wait to hear what number you put down. Right. Question 4. We're going to the 40-44 Cruisers race in Orleans. I think it's 2012. So here, this is a What's Happened Next. Chris, I'm watching that whole video and you're just smiling the whole way through.
Because I went to, so that was obviously when I stopped racing, I didn't race for like 2-3 years. That was my first European champs back.
And you went in really confident, didn't you?
Yeah, I went in it feeling really confident. And my brother rang me at 10 o'clock and was like, I'm watching the live feed. Where are you? I was like, no, I'm out in the motos.
Right, going to that one then. What happens next then? Do they both crash and the guy in third wins? Or B, one lunges for the line and crashes at the same time? C, the guy in black snaps his forks and runs home in third? Or D, the guy in black snaps his bike, tries to get back on, and then crashes again and ends up finishing last?
Liam, do you know who that is in the video? It's Keith Bryceland. So actually, a little story about that race. So that was the European final. And he's in second, then he dives in and goes into first. And he
Careful what you're saying.
But previously, that final was reran because the first final, he was in 8th going into turn 1, but someone done an air horn on the gate.
I've got that video. That is the same race.
So he finished.
I'm going to show you the fans that in a minute.
He finished 4th in the first final, then got a rerun, and then, mate, wait till you see this. I'll text you the answer, and I know that one.
Dillman knows. He says that's the GB dude.
Laura and Merel, Merel's looking at herself in the mirror. You don't know this one, Merel, no?
I was looking at my new fish.
I'm glad we're keeping you interested.
Preparation for today was buying a fish.
Just going to watch the fish instead. Right, okay. Question 1 then. Let's go through some of these answers then. We went to cheddar in the first one. I'm going to go non-English here. So let's go over to the Danish. Christensen's, what do you think happened?
We went with C. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, he broke his bike.
Broke his bike. Smulders, what have you gone with?
Merel thought A.
Pulled your whip and land sideways.
So obvious to pick the worst one. Then I was like, let's just go for the one that's like a little bit less bad.
I love how Laura just chucks you under the bus. She doesn't back it up. Merel went back. It's like, oh, you two are a team here. Like, what's going on?
It's true. I'm not lying.
Liam, what did you go for?
She didn't.
No,
she didn't know, and I was like, well, I just said this out loud to her, and she's just like, okay, A. So you agreed.
Liam, was you at the race? This one?
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
He snapped his forks, didn't he?
We was waiting the whole season for this. Because this guy was so sketchy, and eventually it happened. So here it is for the fans at home. Here's the answer.
Racing properly without a nosedive. Well, there he goes. TJ's.
So there it is, yeah. So the answer was C, 50-50, snapped his bike in half. Damn. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see.
Yes, do that.
Because I know full well that you want to see all these as well.
Yeah, you like teasing us with the answers, but not.
Oh,
showing
yeah,
us.
sorry. Yeah, I just thought that you can't actually see these. Right, okay. The second one then, we went to the Olympics. We looked at Yelly and Nick. Christensen's, what did you put?
Which one was it?
A.
You put A, Nick is left hanging by Yelly?
Yeah.
Smulders?
Same.
Was anything said about this in camp?
No, I actually didn't know until I saw a video like a year later.
I felt for him. That was harsh.
Yeah, it is harsh, really harsh.
And I've never seen the video, but I've heard. I think something happened. Didn't Nick do it to Alfredo or the other way round quite recently? And then that's the only reason I know about it.
They made like a few clips of that it happened to him a few times.
Yeah.
I only got this because I recorded this on my phone, on live, on the actual telly, and that's why the video is so crap. And I can't find it anywhere on the internet. It literally doesn't exist. But anyway, for everyone, here it is. This is Get Left Hanging.
Strange results happen. Strange results happen.
Get me out.
Strange results happen.
So yeah, he got left hanging. Bless him. Just what you want after a lap. So the answer was A. Nick is left hanging.
Was that after the main as well?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was stood at the finish line, obviously watching, and obviously to watch that all unfold, and then Nick crossed the line thinking that he'd won a medal and blah blah blah. The flags come out and all of that.
He was winning it. He went from first back to a medal, then to lose on a 30 finish, and then just to be completely left by Yelly.
I don't know what it said on the screens, but actually there in the at the track, it come up initially joint. Like it actually said that they both got third.
Yeah.
So then they were both celebrating. I don't know if that was on the TV.
Shaun, talk about rub it in, mate. Like, oh yeah, he was in first, and then he came out to put. I mean, I don't think
it was devastating. Like, I love Nick Long, but
he's backtracking now.
No, I'm a big fan, but look, what a fall from grace. Anyway, moving on. Question 3: how many times does the commentator say Raymond van der Biezen in the European Championships final, his last ever race? Chris, what did you text Liam?
Well, I text Liam. Liam texted him in 12, and I text him saying between 18 and 20. So hopefully he's gone for 16.
I've gone for 15. Because I still think that 20 is too high.
Yeah, I think
I still think 15 is too high. I reckon 12. I was on the money.
Okay. Let's go to Denmark. What are we saying over there, Christensen's?
Well, we watched it without sound, so we're just gonna go straight out of with 18. So we're proud to be around you guys.
Talk about making it harder for yourself. So yeah, there you go. Voters.
We had 16. We thought maybe 4 times per straight or something. I don't know. A lot of times.
Laura, did you listen to it? Did you have the sound on or not?
No, I told you.
Oh my God.
Here we go then. Are we ready for this?
Every goal, Raymond van der Biezen inside, in the middle, Raymond van der Biezen, in the middle, 1-2-1 maybe, 1-2-1, Raymond van der Biezen, 1-2-1 maybe, and the last race for Raymond van der Biezen, ladies and gentlemen, Raymond van der Biezen, the last competition for the Netherlands.
Jesus.
7.
Oh,
It's not even as it sounds a lot more than that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
To be fair, I'm
7.
embarrassed even with 12.
to be fair, Liam, you was watching Sylvain anyway, putting his foot down in the corners and stuff.
Yeah, and then he bar humped across the finish line, didn't he?
Yeah. We could use that every week. There's so many things that happen in that race as well.
True.
Right, question 4 then. We went to Orleans. What did we go for in terms of the going over the finish line? I'm not going to go to Chris and Leo because they know this, I think. So we'll start in Holland. Let's go to the Smulders.
We had A.
You went with A?
Yeah.
Okay, so they both crashed and the guy in third wins. Christensen's?
Yeah, same.
Same thing.
Okay. Liam, Chris, in fact, go on, Chris, tell us about it because you love this.
Oh, mate, honestly, it's, like I said, obviously, it was a European final. So just a bit of a background, the guy that raced is a guy called Keith Bryceland, and basically he used to be was he a road rider or something, Shaun? And he got back, he used to BMX when he was younger, come back, and he was like super fit, but he was always a little bit sketchy, but a proper nice guy. Like I said, he ran the first race, and there was an air horn when he was on the gate, and he finished 4th, so they rerun it, and then he was winning, and then basically, like, you can see he was winning, and then he went back, and then he dive bombed in the last turn, went back into first, and then I actually can't remember how he done it. Did he rim the jump? But he basically snapped his bike in half. He then picked his bike up. Or no, he crashed, got back on his bike, went to run and jump on it, and then his bike snapped in half and he crashed again.
Here we go. Here's the whole race. It is the best. I feel like Simone got that right, and then Chris has made a change.
I said nobody has the creativity to come up with that kind of answer, and he was like, "Yeah, do."
You're saying I'm not creative? That's all I'm hearing there. Right, here we go. Here's the whole race then.
I mean, come on.
You just don't get that in elite men or elite women. You just don't get that kind of action. The cruises is where you want to watch.
That race
on bike and the wheels behind him is so, it's brilliant, honestly.
So just for the people at home, D is your answer there. Guy in black gets up, snaps his bike, tries to run and crashes again.
This is for Elise.
That's what they need. They need the proof. So out of 4.
Scores on the doors, out of 4, Shaun.
Out of 4, how did you get on?
We'll go to Liam. Go on, how did you get? 3, Liam, yeah?
Yeah. I think everybody got 3, no?
Yeah, I was useless. Sorry about that. I got the last one for you. Laura and Merel?
Oh.
1. The silence is deadly. They're not happy. They're not happy with that. Simone and Chris?
Also 1.
Yeah, we got 1.
Oh, it's been a strong round. Strong round.
Happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
You're
I
lucky.
needed that.
Only a few points, so that's good.
Second straight Paulie in that, mate. Right, we're going to move on then to round number 3, World Cups. And if I can ask Laura and Merel to mute your computer, and we'll have Simone and Chris join us in this one. So we'll start off with question number 1. Who was the last male to win the series before Nick Kimmen won back-to-back titles?
So this guy who won
The
overall after Nick.
So who was the last person to win the overall series before Nick won Nick's back? Chris, it's not Maris either.
All right, well.
No, he won everything else.
Yeah.
Maybe Joris.
Video.
I mean, that's a.
You're not meant to say out loud, Chris.
Chris, you meant to write it down, mate.
That's
Him
good.
anyways. He was trying to get
I mean, go for it. Say it. It's gonna be wrong.
Chris, keep shouting them out, mate, because you're miles away anyway. You're wrong, so don't worry, just keep guessing.
I mean, I only have I only remember 8 names in racing. So.
So question one. Who was the? Go on.
When you say, so Neek won 18 and 19, didn't he?
Yeah, I hate it when you get all technical on me, Liam, because I start doubting my own answers. Go on, what are you going to say, mate? Come on.
No, just check it.
You're going to get
thinking out loud. Do you know what I mean? So basically, it was who won the World Cup Series in 2017. That's the way I'm thinking about this.
Stop giving the other people clues, but yeah, you're right, because back to back, Neek won, back to back.
Listen, I'm only trying to help myself too.
Oh, have you not got it?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. He's playing mind games with you guys. Don't let him do this. He's actually playing mind games. I can't believe it. In a quiz.
Nah.
He's in the head rent free at the minute.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. Are you guys happy? You guys happy with your answer?
The easy one. Seriously.
Simone, you've been watching video. I mean, I thought at the very least you would have gone back through and saw who won the World Cup Series.
I have, but I've looked at so many stats that I don't remember.
Well, we'll move on to question 2. This is a good one. Last season, I can see Laura and Merel. They're just having a chat. You two still playing, yeah?
I'm just trying to think who's with me in that picture. Oh my god! That's all I'm trying to think about. I have this picture somewhere on my phone, and I cannot think about the person that was next to me. I just can't. Oh, I'm gonna mute.
Okay, so
100%. Du står skulle på podium med honom.
Chris, you're right, mate. You're speaking Danish.
Yeah, we tend to do that.
Hold on. What are the Smulders on about? Because have I missed the question?
No, so basically Laura had because Laura's won every year since God knows when. She had the picture of her and this person on the podium together.
Ah, cool. Sorry.
She was like, I had this picture on my phone, and then she didn't say it and realised and pressed mute, grabbed for a glass of wine and scribbled down frantically.
In other words, Liam's ready for question 2, Chris. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, question 2. Yeah, sorry. We'll move on quite quickly. Last season, the 2019 series, Laura only failed to make one final all year. Who won that final? So last season...
I'm not sure about the validity of your question there, Chris. I think she might have not made 2 finals.
Oh, God, here we go.
What was the question? Can you repeat it?
Please tell me that you made every final apart from one last season.
Yes.
Yeah, Liam, we are, mate. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Laura, the question was, last season you only failed to make one World Cup series all year. Who won that final that you didn't make?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mute, don't spell it out. And Chris?
I wish that the people... Shaun, can the people at home see the Christensens at this moment or not?
Yeah, I've put them on for Comedy Gold.
We're all good here.
We'll come back to this.
Yeah.
Liam, have you not got an answer, no?
Yeah, what's that?
Cool. Okay. Question
what about the Christensens? They looked a bit stumped for a minute.
Yeah, I think
we got it now.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, question 3. Shaun, why do you look like you've got like the sun on your face? You look like you've got a beam, like a sunbeam on your face.
So basically, right, it's getting dark in here. So I've put the light on, and when I put the light on, it's in my face. This is the light here. It's literally...
Mate, he's actually an Instagram blogger, isn't he? He's got one of those big circles.
Hold on. I'm glad you brought this up, Liam. I didn't plan this.
You're such a douche, Liam.
Liam, I'm so glad you brought this up because Chris WhatsApped me the other day. I don't know if you can see this. That his new circular light.
Right, guys, can I just clear something up here?
No.
It's because I'm going to be doing live videos on LinkedIn for my business. It's not because I think I'm a vlogger or anything like that, okay? Anyway, we'll move on quite quickly, yeah? Question number 3. Who has more World Cup wins? Buchanan or Lee Gill? Sorry for the pronunciation. I'm just going to put the light on.
Is it in your face? Which one? The circular one? Get the circular one down, Chris.
Easy this.
Say that again. You say that's easy, Simone.
It's good stats research there.
I don't know. I'm more better on this question than the other question, but
Simone, I don't think this is an easy one because they're very close. It's very, very close. I mean, Laura's sat there like this. So I don't know.
Laura's like, I don't know, they're like 12 behind me or something.
Yeah.
Losers.
Laura's like, I don't remember. So who has more World Cup wins, Buchanan or Lee Gill? And actually, you can get an extra point for the amount of wins for the person who's won the most.
Sylvan wants you to say her name again, Chris.
Tell Sylvan. We've had enough
of the person that's won the most out of those two.
Out of them two, who's won more World Cups?
Yeah.
And you get an extra point for the amount of the person who's won the most. So tell us how many they've won.
Okay.
But hold on, that out of the two of them, or in general? So basically, how many has Laura won?
No, out of them two, we all know Laura. That's Laura. That's two. That is a really easy question. Have you got it, Liam? He's feeling a little proud.
He's really smug when he gets it.
Yeah, I am actually. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so funny that Sylvan said that. Can you do her last name again? Because I can't pronounce it, I nearly left that question out. I was thinking I'm just going to scrap that question.
That's why he's doing his own French quiz.
Yeah. We'll leave that to you. Question number 4. Lisa, I like this one actually. This is a difficult question, I think. How many American riders, like all together, male and female, finished in the top 8 in the 2019 World Cup Series? And so basically I want to know the total amount of American riders in the top 8 of the male and the female. So you'll get a point for getting the right number of riders, and you'll get extra points for the people's names who finished in the top 8 in the male and female. So the actual answer we want is the number of American riders that made the top 8 in male and female top 8, and then extra points for their names. Shaun, are you watching Laura and Merel? It's like comedy gold. Like,
that's a hard question.
Laura's talking, then Meryl's like rolling her eyes and like looking over at her new fish, like, "Hey fish, how's it going?" And then again on the wine and the crisps.
Can I hear the question again?
You want the question again?
Yeah.
So basically, the top 8 in men and women last year, yeah? So top 8 men and women.
Merel telling me 2018.
That's what I heard.
2018.
I'm sorry.
19. Okay, thank you.
No more wine for Merel till the end. Top 8 in the male and female, how many American athletes were in it? So we want the amount of athletes, and then you get extra points for their names.
Right, World Cups.
The World Cup rankings.
Yeah, overall series, overall rankings.
Overall ranking. Yeah. That's what I said.
Laura and Merel, this is the Christensen's rounds. Can you just button in, please?
The Christensens are very serious on this round, aren't they? They know it's their round. They're on it.
We're on.
Enough. He's reaching for the wine. He's just like, "Give me that bottle of wine, mate. This is stressful."
It's quite funny because you can see that Laura and Simone are focused, and the other two are just getting pissed.
We're focused and confused.
Yeah.
Liam's just in the zone. Liam, you feeling confident tonight, aren't you? Last week you wasn't. I wouldn't say you was overly confident, but you're feeling confident tonight, aren't you?
I'm confident on the women's on that side. Because I think I know that. And I know the order. But the men's is a different ball game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. I'm not going to say much more. Do you need any more time, or can I go on to the next question?
I'm happy to go to the next one, but
Simone and Chris, do you need more time?
Probably, but I mean, just move on.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna do
I'm
this.
keeping your vibe, ain't I, with these questions? Sorry. Here we go then. This is another question that you're probably not going to like. There we go. How many French... Here, Sylvain, this one's for you. How many French riders were in the top 8 of the men's 2019 World Cup overall rankings? And an extra point for their name and position if you get all of them right. So how many riders were in the top 8 of the 2019 World Cup overall series? So you get a point for the amount of riders. So we just want the number of riders are in the top 8 that are French. And then you'll get 1 point if you get all the names and their rankings correct. We're a bit tight on the points this week, and we should be keeping it down.
Yeah, Sylvain's just said Liam's got to be confident this week because his opponents are weak.
Oh! I thought they can't hear.
We had that question, like it was who finished higher something last week, so I sort of know
who finished the highest. Yeah, that was a. Did you get that right last week? That one, I don't think.
Yeah,
you did.
Because trick question that was.
A couple of the other boys got it wrong last week, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, we know that Kev definitely got it wrong.
Did he get one right?
Get any right?
No, he said I messaged him in the week. He said he's going to come back on and redeem himself, I think.
Yeah, he's been swatting up, I reckon.
He's got us from definitely been doing that. So just to reiterate that question, how many French riders were in the top 8 of the 2019 World Cup overall series rankings? So we want the number of French riders, and then you get a point for the name and position for all of them riders. 1 point if you get them all right.
No.
Question 4's got my brain wrapped.
It's like me.
The women's I'm good with, but the men.
Yeah, Liam, don't think too hard.
That's not bad. Go on.
That's your clue. That's actually a really good clue. Okay, so is everyone happy for me to move on, or do you want me to repeat any of the questions quickly in that round? Anyone want me to repeat a question?
No, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I had no clue.
Okay, then.
Chris, do you want to hear something funny before you go on?
Go on.
The UCI website has just crashed.
What?
Because people are Googling their answers.
To be fair, not many people have jumped on chucking in the answers this week like they did last week.
They've been told, haven't they?
Yeah, been told off. But mind you, Ewan Goodman has just logged on, so I'm sure he'll start throwing some in like he did last week.
Okay,
Okay,
how many more questions is there in this round?
No, we're done. We're going to the answers.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Should
question.
probably speed up, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We're going on to the last round. Yeah. Well, Liam's got places to be, ain't ya?
Yeah.
Question 1. Who was the last male to win the series before Nick won back-to-back title? We'll go to you, Simone and Chris, first and foremost.
Just gonna let him say because we don't.
I mean, we went with Connor, but that's a
big guess.
Yeah, that's a big guess with no clue. But Connor?
No, that's wrong, unfortunately. Liam? Sylvain Andre, yes.
Always Sylvain. Beat that guy.
You can see Merel and Laura clapping, then just
Merel didn't listen to me. I told her.
Did you get it right? Did she go with your answer or not?
Right, but I wrote Corbin Shara. He was on the podium with him. Oops.
Oh no, she's over.
Merel won it in 2016.
I'm
I think.
Yeah, he was the year before. Yeah. So next question. Last season, 2019, Laura Smulders only failed to make one final year. Liam, what athlete won that final?
Okay, so I don't even know what to say, and I don't know what you can see at home, but I can obviously see Shaun, Chris, the Smulders, and Simone and Chris. And Simone was sat there and they're going, "Oh, don't know," like this, and then all of a sudden she goes, "It was me."
No. I was like,
But it took, I'm not joking, it took like 40 seconds. They were going, "Oh, don't know, who is it?" And then Simone was like, "Oh, it's
light bulb moment. Liam, who did you have down before that?
Before that?
Did you have someone else written down before Simone?
Of course not. Where is it?
Yeah, so you just
Yeah.
looking, so you was basically just looking at Simone and Chris the whole time, waiting for her to go, "Yeah, it's me."
Yeah, and I was like thinking, I was thinking to myself, how can she not know that? And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, it was me.
Simone, who was you thinking it was?
I wasn't thinking. I was thinking, yeah, I don't know. And then I realized, fuck, I won, and Laura wasn't in the final, so obviously it's that one.
I mean, I like the way Simone kept telling me, like, "You're gonna look so stupid, you don't know anything." And I'm like, I mean, it's dumb.
But I didn't put any name down. I put my name down first, so that's stuff.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good stuff. Next one. Who has won more World Cups, Buchanan or Lee Corgill? We'll go to Simone and Chris for this one. And also you get an extra point if you tell me the amount that they've won.
Le Corgill, because I know Buchanan had 6, I think. And Le Corgill, I think she had 7.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And that's how you pronounce it as well, Chris.
Liam
Liam smashed it as well. He's got that right.
Little Gill 7.
Yeah. The Smulders are not looking too happy. I think their first straight hole shot has kind of gone. Is your chain come off? You going backwards, girls?
I knew they were only 1 apart, and I guessed Garo and 7.
Oh,
damn,
that's rough. That's rough luck.
We could give you a point for 7, but I don't know. We'll see how you get on. Let's move on to the next one.
Give me 1 point.
Don't give her any.
No.
To be fair, we didn't help Kev out last week. So
Mate, she's got 19 World Cup wins. You know what I mean? She can lose a quiz, no stress.
Yeah. I'd agree with me.
Okay, this one's the difficult one then. How many American riders, male and female, finished in the top 8 of the 2019 overall series? So I want the number of athletes that finished in the top 8 of both altogether. So Liam, I'll go to you first, mate. You struggled with that one a bit.
Yeah.
Confident girls.
So Felicia finished 2nd in the rankings, and then Elise finished 3rd. And then I don't think there was anybody else. But then for the men, I can't remember anybody being in there. However,
No, come on.
I wrote Connor down, but I don't think he was in the top 8 because he didn't have a great.
Can I just confirm? What number have you written down on your sheet?
Oh, I haven't. I've written the names. I've written Connor, so I guess 3. I've written
We need
Connor.
a number, and then we need the name and position.
Why don't you count them?
What are you going with? 3, yeah? Connor,
He's got
Felicia.
3. You've got to accept 3. He can't.
I've got 3 written down. I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I think
Mate,
it's 2.
You've
But
absolutely killed yourself because you were spot on the girls. And I did say to you, don't think too hard, as in, like, don't think about the men. I tried to give you a clue, but so it's 2. Surprisingly, only 2 Americans in the top 8 of the male and female, and it was Felicia 2nd and Elise in 3rd. And the highest ranked American rider in the male category was Shaun, who finished 9th. I think Connor missed like the first 4 or 6 rounds. He wasn't racing at the start of last season in the World Cup. So.
I had Shaun here and I scribbled it, thinking, right, yeah, Connor will do.
Yeah, he finished 9th. So
Anyway,
yeah.
that was a good question, though.
Merel, is
Very
that wine going down all right? Jesus, did you see that?
Yeah.
She's done like half a glass, like, yeah. She's like, my sister's not listening to my answers anyway. I may as well just get shit-faced. Okay, so yeah, you like that one, Liam? Yeah, thanks for that. I got your approval on that question. Yeah?
It was very good, but I want to know how the guys did.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry. Go on. What did you get, Simone and Chris?
Yeah, don't you worry about that.
We guessed.
I mean, that's why they went quiet. They were like, move on.
That's why. Yeah.
How many did you put down?
Simone wrote them down, so I'm not too worried about it. But we went with 4.
And Elise and Felicia, but not the right numbers. So
No.
And then I put Corbin and Connor because I believed in them, but obviously I shouldn't have. So all wrong.
Damn.
Yeah.
Liam is streaking away with this one by the looks of it.
But
Next question. Go on.
So in terms of points, do you get what's the setup? Do I get points for Elise and Felicia?
None.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to get the right amount of athletes, and you got bonus points for then getting their name and position.
Oh, that's harsh, Chris.
Oh, but Liam didn't get any.
Look at Liam, he's gutted. He's fuming.
People just reeling in.
That's harsh.
He is going to be livid about that for days.
Yeah, listen, I know we're like both from Team GB, you know, we're both from Great Britain, but I can't favour nations in this quiz. Sorry, Liam. It's a nil point for that one. We're going on to the next question, yeah? Question 5, and this one's going to you, Simone and Chris. How many French riders were in the top 8 of the 2019 World Cup Series? So I just want the number that you think was in the top 8, so, and then we'll go on to the names and their positions. So how many did you put for that?
We said 3, but we think that's overkill. Yeah.
Think that's too many or too less?
Too many. But yeah, we said 3.
Well, you're actually wrong because there's not enough. There was 4. Oh, sorry, I didn't even go to Liam. Liam, you got that. I think I see your answers a minute ago because you keep putting your sheet up so I can
4.
see them down. Go on then, Liam. Give us the order. So, 4 is the correct answer. So you get 1 point if you get 4. And you got that.
Renkarel.
Renkarel in what position?
Oh, mate.
Yeah, I want the positions. I said name and position.
Oh, come on.
I'll help you out a bit, all right?
I know that Jeremy was the top, then Sylvain, then Romain, Mayu, and then Dode.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm saying...
If you get Jeremy right, the rest all come one after another. So...
Well, I know Joris got 7, so 7, 6, 5. So Jeremy got 4.
Yeah, perfect. Jeremy 4, Sylvain 5, Romain 6, Joris 7. Laura and Merel are fuming.
Did you see they looked away?
Yeah, they're like,
Because you asked them, it was just like, right, we'll avoid this.
I put down 4, scribbled it, because I thought Joris crashed at Worlds and missed.
Right now, I didn't do anything.
So he's probably not in the top 8. And then I thought maybe 2. I don't know. Stupid.
Close. Go on, Chris. What you saying?
I said Simone did the same thing. She wrote down 4, and then she was like, "Now it's 3. It's 3." And now.
And then when she wrote 3, she said, "No, that's too many. It's too many."
Well,
you've got that one spot on. So that round, everyone is out of 12. If you can tally up your.
How many points was the last question for?
The last question was 5 points. You get 1 point for getting the right amount of athletes, and then 4 points for the main position.
Nee, ik zeg gewoon.
What was the total?
12.
I got 9.
How's
9
doing on
Liam.
Facebook?
Simone and Chris.
3.
Oh wow, slacking. Not happy with that. Go on then, Laura and Merel.
It depends if you give me a point for the 7.
No.
Which one was that?
That's gonna be a big no.
Just give me that point.
Simone, do you think I should give it to them?
She didn't get the name right, so obviously, yeah, no.
Well, out of 2 points, it should be 1 because we guessed 1 right. One of the 2 things we got it right. Just be generous.
Right, Laura and Merel, can I just have your score, please?
The bench.
Without that point, we're not giving you it.
1.
1.
That's bad.
Jesus. Slacking, girls. Okay, hopefully you can get this. We're going to move on to round number 4. And we're just going to keep you all in. So I'll talk to Liam, and then you guys can just all stay on screen, and we'll probably, Liam, just for shits and giggles, just let them answer it because they keep getting them all wrong. Sorry, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's real personal. Chris is like, yeah, whatever. Simone's like, oh, fuming. She's fuming.
Hey, just think, Chris, you gave up your Saturday night to just take abuse from a guy in a flamingo shirt.
Yeah, why your shirt, mate? Yeah. Right, round 4, World Championships. Let's get going. Yeah. So, question number 1. This is an easy one. Who are the current world champions in elite?
Even Merel knew that one.
Simone and Chris are like, they've just admitted defeat. That bottle of wine is just flying into them glasses, mate.
Yeah, they're on bottle number 2 or 3, maybe.
If I was on bottle number 3, I would not be sat here. I don't drink that much, Liam.
Question number 2. Sinead Reid has won the World Championships 3 times. 2 of the times that she won, she was joined by the same male winner. Who was it?
Sorry, say again?
Yeah, you need to say that again.
Sinead Reid won the World Championships 3 times. 2 of the times that she won it, there was the same male winner the same year, both times, the same person. So basically, I need the male athlete that won 2 out of the 3 times. What are you laughing at, Liam?
I'm laughing at Chris. Because Chris has said the same person all night.
I was thinking, did you also notice that he covered the wrong side of his mouth? He was like this.
Be like, who won boys 15? And they'll be like, it was the answer to that question.
Stop!
He won.
You're going to give them the answer.
Sorry.
Chris is still going to say someone else. Oh, you're shocking. Making me chuckle.
You can't. He's the one.
Say that again. I lost you.
I said, well, Mary's won everything. He's a legend. We can't argue that. You know, like
the only name he knows. That's the only reason he's trying to make it.
Let's go on to the next question. Question 3. I don't know why I put this one in here because I thought like I've given quite a lot of female answers and questions in this, and I thought I've got to be fair to Liam and put one in that Liam will like banker on it. And like I don't know why I put this in here, but who shared the podium with Liam when he won the Worlds in 2013? Who shared the podium with Liam Phillips when he won his world title in 2013?
That was one of them questions you put in case he was struggling at the end, weren't you? Just to catch him up.
No, because I thought I've got to be fair. I put in a Danish career number, a Dutch career number, a lot of girls' questions. You know, I'm a fair quizmaster. I take this job seriously. You know, so I've got to be fair. But you know,
you say the Dutch career number, Neat Kimman. I mean,
yeah,
quite well known. Quite well known.
Yeah, I'd be devastated if anyone got that one wrong. To be honest,
international. He's not really Dutch. That's
I think most people know it because of the rap, right? That's what made him famous. No, 3-1-3.
That's true.
Are you happy with that, Smulders and Christensens? Can we move on, or you want another minute?
No, we're good.
You good, Laura and Merel?
I'm confident.
I'm still.
I'll give you
thinking.
That's right. I'll give you another 30 seconds. So, who shared the podium with Liam Phillips when he won his world title in 2013?
I'm pretty sure.
It only happened once, Laura. So, you know what I mean? You can't get confused. It's not like it happened.
Well, I know I think I know one person that shared the podium with you, but I just can't remember the other one.
One of them is a bit of a, well, I personally would say, no disrespect, but a bit of a wild card.
I agree with that.
No, I'm not being disrespectful. I just think that it's a very good result for that one of the people.
Chris, what it does show is the Smulders didn't actually watch the show last week because the video was on there.
Laura, it was on. Did you watch last week, Laura?
I did. I did the whole thing.
At the start, we played Liam's final.
Yeah, I just cannot remember who was in third.
Right, we're going to move on. Question number 4. Okay, the last time there wasn't a Smolder on the elite women's podium, what was the podium that year? So what was the podium in the women's elite final the last time a Smolder wasn't on it?
Smulders.
Bloody hell.
In the World Champs, that is. In the World Champs.
Zoals is het lied. Oh. Het is alleen nummer 3 nog wel.
So just to repeat that question, what was the podium in the women's elite final the last time a Smolder wasn't on the box? 1 point for each correct name, so 3 points up for grab there.
That's a good question. That's even got Smulders rattled, that.
I'm pretty confident.
Go on, sorry.
Again, I cannot remember who's in third.
Who's in third?
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yeah. Yes, mate. I'm so far behind in points.
The thing is, she's bloody good. She's bloody good. The person that got third.
That's your clue.
That's your
Well, mate, if she
bloody good.
was bloody good, she has to be bloody good to finish third at a World Championships, not like.
If she was that really good, she would have won, wouldn't she?
Oh, Simone.
Shots fired.
Shots fired, yeah. So one last time, what was the podium in the women's elite final the last time there wasn't a Smolder on the box? Like, it's a strong podium as well, by the way. Very strong podium that year.
But just kick the Smulders down while you can.
No, it was. I'm just trying to give them a clue. I'm just trying to help. You know, Liam's ripping apart my clues. Well, they'd have to be good to be on the box. You confident with that one, Liam, or you stuck?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Okay, cool. We're going to move on. And this is the last question of tonight's quiz. Hopefully it hasn't been too painful for you siblings. You're not looking too happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. I'm on the wine. Last question.
Just too much time together.
Today's guests, so everyone on the show, how many World Championship podiums in elite do you have between you? And I'll give you an extra point if you tell me the date, like the year and position.
Just round.
So next, how many World Championship podiums between all of you guys?
Yeah, that's
Only
time
elite.
trial count and junior.
No, just racing,
Elite and just racing.
just elite, just racing, yeah. And I want so give me the number, and then you get extra points for the year and the position.
Hold on, the year and what for each person? Jesus Christ. Okay.
I nearly told you how many points were up for grabs for this question. I thought that would have just give it away.
Oh, just 1 second. My earpods are dead.
You still hear me?
Yep.
This is quite a tricky question, so it's going to take a little bit of time, I think. Well, it's tricky for me anyway.
Yeah, it's the last question, so take your time. Take your time. How many World Championship podiums and elite do today's guests have between them? Racing only. Date and position, an extra point for each one correct.
Date and position?
Like, not the actual date, but like the year and their position, yeah.
Jesus Christ, there's going to be about 20 points up for grabs here, isn't there?
Nope.
Not that good, are we? I don't think so.
Might as well play on the Bryceland lap whilst they're doing it.
Yeah, go on, get the Bryceland lap on again.
How are they getting on? Everyone's seen the lap again.
Oh, mate, this lap's epic.
They've seen it. They've just seen it. I tell you what we need to do. Get Rev's World Champs Comeback 2012 on there.
Oh, God.
That'll be a good one.
How are we getting on? Laura and Merel are deep in thought. Simone and Chris, how are you getting on?
Yeah, all right. We're actually discussing whether or not Liam has more than, how many he has. I'm pretty confident with the rest.
I was just going on every worlds where it was. I was like, not sure. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's
No.
Simone, who did you say you're struggling with?
Laura's podiums.
Simone, who did you say you were struggling with? Liam?
Just Liam's, obviously I know, I'm not going to give this. I'm struggling with if he has more than I think. Which is bad.
Surely he's, as your coach, he goes on about him a bit, doesn't he?
I know.
Yeah, talk about him, do you, Liam?
I stopped listening. I got some heavy squats on Monday.
I was going to say, I'm updating your program tomorrow.
Sure, just quickly, why they're going to play, give him one more minute, chuck on that Van der Biesen one. Because, who is that Michelle that's commentating? Mate,
yeah, it is Michelle. And
by the way, I'm happy with what I've got. I'm just going to go for it. And
okay, girls,
just the time.
Same.
Sorry, guys.
You all, that's all right. You all happy? Smulders, you happy? Christian, we can go if you're ready.
Yeah.
I think we'll go.
Let's take time.
So obviously, first one we'll go to Merel and Laura because they're bottom of the leaderboard at the minute. Who are the current world champs in Elite?
Elise Antoine.
Yep, correct. 2 points for that. Next question, we'll go to Simone and Chris.
Come on, Chris.
No, actually, sorry, we'll go to you, Liam, because...
No. I need Chris to say it, please.
No, because you know what I'm going to say, Liam.
We can do a soundbite on this.
Okay,
this one,
Chris, you've said this name multiple times tonight. If you get this wrong, we're not going to be happy. Sinead's Reid counts 3 times. 2 of the times she was joined by the same male winner. Who was it? Chris. Christensen. Who was it?
Chris Stromberg.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Out of 20 questions, I could use him for 1. That's it.
Laura and Merel, who did you have? You're not scribbling your answer out and putting another one down, are you?
I'm putting the third question down because I still hadn't written anything down for that one.
Did you get that one right?
Merel Stromberg, yes.
Yeah, you got that, Liam, right?
Yeah.
Good man. Next question, we'll go to the Smulders. Sorry, Liam, we'll come to you for the next one. This is about you. You know this one. So, who shared the podium, Laura and Merel, with Liam when he won the Worlds in 2013? Second place was...
I think Willers.
Yeah, correct. Third place was...
Complete guess, Dode.
Oh.
No, we'll go over to Simone.
Louis Bredhauer.
Yes, look at Chris buzzing.
Yeah.
Louis Bredhauer. Yep, he took the third place.
I think
Did not think.
Again, Laura.
How many points is that?
3 points for that one. Oh no, 2 points. Sorry, Mark 1 point and Louis 2.
I think Chris has got 2 points all quiz. The Maris one and the Bredhauer one. That's it.
That's all.
Question number 4, Liam. We're coming to you. What was the podium in the women's elite final the last time there wasn't the Smulders on the box?
Good question. I think it was Rock Hill.
2017, yeah. Rock.
Elise, Caroline, Mariana.
Correct. Perfect. That's everyone got that right.
Yep.
Good stuff. Okay, then to finish off,
This is hard.
what I'm going to do to finish off, I'm just going to go to each one of you and ask you what your titles are, like on the top, your podiums are, okay? So we'll start off with Laura. You go first. Laura, tell us your podiums in the year.
Rotterdam 2014.
No! You're right, Liam. And what position did you come there?
Third.
Third in the...
I knew it.
I said to Merel, I think they're going to forget about this one.
Even
Yes.
me on the second straight, so why don't forget that?
She went past you, Simone, on the second straight.
I was ahead of her for like 1 second, and then she passed me.
You were pushing Stephanie off onto the process.
Getting them away from you, and you just kept going.
And Simone, did you not get it neither? You got that wrong. You didn't get that one, though.
Oh, I forgot that.
But just 1 second. Do we still get points for the ones that we did get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll let you. Yeah, we'll let you. Don't worry.
2014, mate. That was
Difficult one. So 2014, you come third in Rotterdam. Next one, Laura.
Baku 2018 first.
Yes.
Yep. And then Zolder 2019 second.
Perfect. So that's Laura. 3 for Laura. Liam.
show off.
Liam.
Just one. 2013, one.
Yeah. 2013, Liam won in New Zealand. Merel, we'll go back to you.
2018 seconds.
Yeah. 2018 second.
Jeg håber, de glemmer.
Merel, you must be fuming with the person that beat you.
Really?
No, you need to rewatch that
Almost.
interview.
Oh.
Rewatch that interview.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. Merel's only talking about me, and everyone's like, Merel, you just got seconds.
I almost got her in the first turn.
I was going to say, you should have cut her off.
she had a better first straight than Elise and me.
Yeah.
But from
Insane.
8, it was pretty hard.
Mate, that's epic. You two coming first and second that year. So second for you, Merel, yeah, in 2018 Baku. And then Simone.
Got myself a bronze in 15.
2015, yeah. 2015 bronze. So 6 altogether.
That's awkward, isn't it? That's awkward, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Right?
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I meant until now, obviously. You know, moving forward, do you know what I mean?
True. Too bad it wasn't the Worlds this year so far.
I got
Yeah, so 6 overall, and you got the answers there. So that last question is actually 1, 2, 3. Oh, it says out of 13, but I think it should be 12.
No, 13, because you've said the question is how many world podiums is there? So if they get 6, and then...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, yeah, if you tally up out of 13,
No. It can be out.
so this round's out of 13, then overall, I'm doing overall, don't worry about that. If you just tell me what you got for the round, yeah?
Oh, it's the year and the place, isn't it?
Yeah, that last round I didn't get Brett Hauer, but I had all the other ones right.
Everything right, apart from Brett Howe.
I think it's 14. Because I have one missed.
So the round is out of 21. The last question is 13 points. So the first answer that I needed was how many podiums you have between you, and the answer is 6. And then I wanted the year and the position. And then there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6. I don't know why that's... Yeah, it should be 12. At 12.
Okay.
1, no, 12. No, it's 13. Yeah,
No, it should be out of 13 because you should have the total.
yeah, date
Plus
and year.
Laura, yeah, like I missed 2014.
So altogether at 21.
So-
I'm going to go to our bringing up the rear Smulders. Where did you get? What did you get in the last round?
So yeah, so what was question 4? How many points?
You get 1 for each person on the box, so
Right.
3.
out of 3.
Liam, are you ready? Do you want to give me yours?
Yeah, 18.
No.
18. Strong finish. 18.
Smulders messed me up.
Oh, wait, what? So how many points in the whole round? I only missed 1.
So you got 20. 20 points.
20.
Yeah? Finished off strong. That could have secured you the silver medal here. Simone, Chris?
We got 18 too, like Liam.
18.
Someone's sneaking in the bed.
I think it's pretty obvious who's won this week. Just before we finish up and give you the scores, just want to say thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Obviously, we're going to do another one next Friday. We're going back to Friday next week.
Yeah, Friday.
We're going to try and keep it running regularly on a Friday.
Yeah, should we say who's on?
I think so, yeah.
Come on then.
So next week, we want to keep a bit of a theme. We had obviously sibling v sibling today. Next week we've got coach v athlete. Obviously me and Simone a bit like that, but so we've got Jaspers versus Van Gent next week, which I think will be pretty good because I think Martijn will know his stuff.
Yeah, he definitely knows his stuff. He
knows
a lot.
So, I don't know about Tuan, but yeah, they're going to be on next week, which should be pretty cool. And then going to have a think about 4. I've got an idea, but I need to see if we can pull it off.
So really looking forward to it. First of all, thank you guys for all joining us. Comedy value's been epic. Not so much the scores, but it's been a good. I hope you've enjoyed it. Before we give out the scores, just quickly like to say thank you to everyone for tuning in. Again, we're gonna go live again next Friday. If you can like, share, and just kind of spread it as much as you can, we can keep you entertained for an hour and a half on a Friday night. That's the least we could do. Don't forget the link for Kai to donate, whether it's £1, £2, £10, whatever you can give. Obviously, every donation is greatly appreciated. So yeah, don't forget to donate to the link, and we'll just jump on. So Liam, obviously you were the outright winner tonight. Well done. You got 42 out of 51. Pretty good. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm very happy with that.
Second place, can we have a drum roll, Shaun, please? It's actually a joint, both on 34.
We won this one.
Mate, killer question or what?
I was going to do a killer question, but I think because the scores were so low, I think we'll just let them have joint silver. We don't want it to get any worse.
No, because that's just like Nick Long all over again and yelling. Come on, we can't do that. And then
Keep them hanging.
throw one out there.
Liam, go on, mate. You can make a question up on the spot. I ain't got
Career number.
I should have had one prepped. Go on, Liam. Chuck a question at him for a decider.
Something with Maris, please.
Who writes 91?
Mate, this is a good question. Well, not good questions. Put me on the spot.
I can give you one if you don't want. If you don't want, I can give him one.
As he Googles, you see his screen just change then.
I'm just jumping on, so I can
get the guys just want to be joint.
Yeah.
Want to have a winner.
Because I'm pretty sure we're going to lose anyways. It's like,
do closest time, Chris.
We don't want to go further down than we are. I mean,
you know what? My whole goal of this was to be better than my brother, and I think I proved everyone.
True.
Yeah, we'll call it a tie. Listen, guys, we've been online now. We've been live for like an hour and 37 minutes. Just conscious of time. Everyone said it went on for real long. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it was painful at time, but I'm sure the wine got you through. Well done to Liam. Obviously, Liam's going to be joining us again on next week's show.
Yes.
Thank you to Shaun for your technical stuff. Shaun, you're a legend with that stuff. Have a good evening. Everyone at home, make sure you stay safe. Don't go out. Stay safe.
Skull, Thatcher.
One of them ones.
Have a good evening, everyone. Yeah?
What is it in Dutch? Smulders?
Post.
And Sante here in Switzerland. Sante. Anyway, cheers, guys.
Any last things to say, anyone, before we go?
Other than Liam's now bilingual.
Don't know about that, mate.
But But no, listen, guys, thanks a lot. And remember, there's a link on there. Get yourself logged in. Put your money in. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't believe we're still going after 2 weeks. I thought we'd have been shut down. Next week, hopefully, Chris will get a decent shirt. And we'll go from there.
Hey, mate, they were going to see this on the beach. I'm going to go and put this one back in my suitcase for next year. So don't worry, you won't see it again, all right?
If I'm honest, I'd prefer to see the shirt than your body. So we'll put that one in there.
Did you not like my pants last week?
Well, hey, we got thousands of followers just off that. Who'd have thought?
I expect a bad-looking shirt next week too.
My son just wants to say hello to you all. Say hello quickly.
Hi. Hello.
He's starstruck. He's like...
He was sneaking around the corner in the back all the time. He's like, oh, hi.
He's a troublemaker, Laura. He's a troublemaker. I don't know where he gets it from. Right, guys, listen. Enjoy your evenings. Tune in next week, guys. And, we'll see you all soon. Thanks so much. Donate. Have a good evening.
See you later, guys.
Soon. Bye.